Hey folks, Tom Norfleet with www.citizenshipquickly.com. Wanted to talk to you today about the Cyprus Citizenship by Investment Program. This program came out several years back. They've changed it several times. There are two options now that are basically real estate options. One of them is where you invest 2 million euros in properties. These are new properties. Either it could be one property or multiple properties. One of the properties has to be your own residence, is 500,000 euros or above, and you have to stay in that for life. You can't. You can rent it out and stuff, but you can't sell it to keep the citizenship program. I think eventually they're going to change that rule, but right now that's the way that is. The other option is you can invest 2.5 million euros in properties that people have already bought that they're trying to resell. And that can be through a realtor or through an individual or however way you want to do it. A new thing that came out, the government also introduced 150,000 euros that has to be contributed to two social programs there. They used to didn't have this. This is a new thing they came out with. And then you have legal fees on top of this. And of course, there are government fees also on top of that. The government fees are typically less than the Caribbean, but the overall amount that you're putting in is a lot more than the Caribbean. The Cyprus is part of the EU, and if you live there on a regular basis as a resident, they do tax you on your worldwide income. So it's your taxes. If you choose to live in a place, are a lot better in the Caribbean than they would be in Cyprus. And Cyprus is, part of the EU. The visa-free and visa-free on arrival to countries and territories that you can go to is 172, and it's ranked as the 16th best passport in the world. I'll give you my opinion on the program myself. I always tell people, before you spend this much in a program, look at the visa-free travel that you're getting with a Cyprus passport and compare it with, let's say, a passport like St. Kitts or Antigua. And if you're not going to move if you don't want to move to an EU country, and if you get it for an EU, to infiltrate and have a business in one of the EU countries, that is a quick way to do it if that's what you're doing. But if you're doing it just for the passport, and you might even like living in the Caribbean better, what I would do is look at the visa-free travel between the Cyprus passport and let's say St. Kitts passport. And are you really going to need those countries on the difference? Because they both can go to chin-chin countries, but the big difference is most of the countries that you'll see that you can go with Cyprus that you can't go with St. Kitts, let's say, more than likely those countries you would never go to. I take that list sometimes and I show it to people and they go, I don't think I'm ever going to go to those countries that you can go to with Cyprus that you can't go through with St. Kitts. And, is it really worth paying all that extra money? That's the thing you're going to have to look at. And, that's a decision you're going to have to make. My opinion is, no, I don't think it's a good deal. I'll be honest with you. Even if you've got plenty of money, I'm tight as a tick and I've got plenty, but I'll tell you something. I always look at everything as an investment. And, if you've got that much money that you're going to be putting in properties, fine. But if you're not going to be investing in properties for that reason, and I always tell people too, if you're going to invest in properties, don't just do it for the citizenship is the place that you're investing, because that's $2 million. That's a lot of money you're putting in properties. Is that a pretty good place to buy at the current time? Are the property prices priced real high at the time that you're buying? To me, I would, if it's my choice, I'd pick in the Caribbean over Cyprus. That's just my view. And I think some of these other passports like Malta, I think Malta's probably one of the worst deals out there. That's in a different tape. But by far, for what you're getting in visa-free travel, unless you're wanting to go to the U.S. on that passport. But anyway, this is on another tape. If you got a question or comment, also if you want to get your taxes to zero, close to zero, contact us on our website. If you're looking for citizenship by investment, we can help you with that. Our residency program, we can help you with that. So folks, if you're paying high taxes, if you're making at least $150,000 or more a year, or your net worth is at least $1 million US dollars, contact us. We'll show you how to drastically lower your taxes. Don't put that off. I mean, you're going to end up spending a lot more money in taxes, and that's every year than our fee one time. And if you don't get it from us, get it from somebody, but get your taxes down 80, 90%. There are ways that you can do it. You might have to relocate to do it, but we can help you do that. Also, if you got a comment, put it below. If you want to see new videos as they come out, just hit the subscribe button to the right of the screen. We'll get that out to you as soon as it comes out. Look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care. Bye.